Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. Quick trip here for the Kings, just one game away before heading back to Sacramento. A dismal season right now, only 2 teams below them in the Western Conference.
Well, they've had an edge here against this club, having beaten them twice already, and they've got 2 more matchups with them. I think they'd love nothing more than to continue their dominance with a win tonight.
And no reason to take the foot off the pedal now. Keep that throttle down. I mean, they've got this team against the ropes, and now they can move in for that knockout blow.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Bird is out there at Malone. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Here's Wiggins. No good. Now Malone. Pushing it up. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Bird.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
On defense, Sacramento. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Well, especially, Steve, when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. I mean, that's a bad combination. Turning it over and then not defending. New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
The drive by Jordan. Can't cash in from close range.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Olajuwon kicks to Malone. And here we go. Here's Smart. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Well, whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game that it really became an issue for their opponent as the game wore on.
Group in for the Knicks. Embiid, he's checked in for Nurkic. Parker comes in for Randall. Gordon's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Napier in for Payton. Just to expand on what Steve was saying, they really did bring the rest into the game by initiating so much contact.
Yeah, but I don't think that was a major... I think they would have won the game anyway, quite honestly, guys. But once they got a lot of opposing starters out of the game, clearly that helped their cause.
You see that. Napier kicks to Smart. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
That one misses. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
"12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Napier passes to Gordon. Puts it up from 12. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Iverson. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Kings on top. They're up by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Coming up this Friday, March 20th, John Wall and the Washington Wizards take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. You don't want to miss it.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
Parker out there with Embiid. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Smart. And it's Napier in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Andrew Wiggins was the second consecutive Toronto native taken first overall in the NBA draft. He called it a great thing, saying before this, no player from Canada has been #1. And now we have 2 back-to-back #1s. So it's a huge accomplishment. It just opens so many more doors for all the kids in Canada. Guys, back to you.
It's something else, all right. Thank you, Doris. On the basket by Ewing.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Knicks trail by 3. Parker with no one around. They get it back.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
That's blocked. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. Austin, who's checked in for New York. Randall comes in for Gordon. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Karl Malone's checked in for Shaq. Bird comes in for Patrick Ewing. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Allen Iverson. And it's Drexler in for Gary Payton. For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Wiggins kicks to Parker. New York moving the ball around. Here's Randall. Can't get it to go. And the Kings going the other way now.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, they're fighting for every loose ball, putting a body on somebody and going after the rim.
Here's Payton after the made shot from Scottie Pippen. Payton drives in. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
He has to be concerned with all the missed shots. I mean, it happens to every team, but you have to find a way to keep being productive even when you go through a shooting drought.
He might be trying to tell them to get to the free throw line. You know, all teams go cold at points during the game, but the good teams still find ways to score.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And you just had to admire the versatility they showed offensively that day.
Yeah, their scoring came from all over the place. If one approach didn't work for them, they found another that did.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Smart comes in for Wiggins, and it's Napier in for Payton. To the paint, here's Smart. Lays it up and banks it in. Smart's got his second basket of the game.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
To the inside, it's deflected. Drexler dishes to Bird. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And the shots continue to fall as they try to put this thing away.
Yeah, big run here, and they've got their opponents in the rearview mirror.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Kings lead by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. The second half just about to get going here. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. And so here is New York, trailing by 10. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for Sacramento, Michael Jordan is out there with Allen Iverson. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Bird. And It's Wilkins in at the 3. And for Sacramento, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Jordan kicks to Shaq. Kicks it out to Iverson. Back to O'Neal. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Andrew Wiggins is second.
And compared to his rookie counterparts around the league, obviously that was a pretty good run.
And I really believe that's the kind of role he'll get on more and more because he's got some awesome explosiveness.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
The Knicks have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. And he knocks down the first one. Embiid, he's checked in for New York. He's perfect from the line this time. Kings leading now by 8. And Bird, here we go. Against the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Payton with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Feeds to Smart. That one wide left.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
And here is Payton after the three-pointer from Allen Iverson from 12 feet out. Payton's shot is off. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. It's Wilkins with the drive. Count the bucket.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Smart wide open, he fires. And the three ball is good. Smart's got 7 points in the game. The Kings have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Jordan the pass to O'Neal. Wilkins dishes to Jordan. Iverson kicks to Bird. Beyond the arc. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. He's got 7.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Payton drives in. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Here's Jordan. Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. A beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket, but just a gorgeous play there.
We've got Gordon. Wiggins is out there with Napier. Then it's Austin, and it's Parker in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Here's Napier after the made shot from Allen Iverson. It's Parker with the drive.
Jabari Parker, a self-described obedient kid growing up in Chicago, maintained a 3.7 GPA through high school. He went so far as to say he had lower self-esteem in his younger days. You don't often hear about that from NBA athletes, but it's a reality. Believe me, I see these guys, and they often aren't as confident as you might think. But there's no reason for this guy to doubt his worth now, especially on a basketball court.
Knicks trail by 19.
Defensive foul.